mile square view. First, I think it's incumbent upon me to welcome Tim, Beth Mason's cameraman, who's shooting for Hoboken 411, where nobody's going to ever get an opportunity to disagree or agree on anything.
That's a false statement.
That's not a full statement.
He's
You run
not
your
shooting
political
at
operations there.
Council
And
President,
that's my opinion.
you cannot allow him to
You
make
can't interrupt me,
false
Councilwoman
statements.
Beth Mason. Be quiet. Be quiet and don't interrupt.
Easy, guys.
Mr. Tabakin.
You can respond later, as you always do.
All right, when your 5 minutes are up, you can we can move on to the next speaker. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, tonight was an embarrassment. It was an embarrassment to this town and to the state of New Jersey. Okay? I posted a story. Councilwoman Beth Mason, your paid political operative, said during Scott Siegel's comments about the line item transfer, you're not going to get it. And I put that exact quote up online. This whole kabuki theater here is a waste of the public's time. To spend an hour and a half talking about something when people are not going to have an opportunity to really get a fair hearing and a fair vote. The vote was already fixed, okay? There was not one financial argument made. Tim, you tried to make a financial argument on this thing about the bond. It was not a logical argument. But I give you some credit for at least trying to come up with a logical reason. It wasn't a logical reason why you voted it down. And now you don't want to take any responsibility for your vote. It's really an embarrassment. And I don't mean to single you out on that, because it's really ironic how you constantly carp about the other members of the council voting in uniform. My councilwoman, Jen Giattino, voted against the mayor on eminent domain. I don't think she was here even 2 meetings. And yet you act as if that never occurred. Now, this constant projection that's going on, it's amazing. And let me say a little bit about the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room, I didn't hear anybody address it, and I would love to hear the council minority address it, but I've asked this question before. Councilwoman Beth Mason, I asked you, had you ever seen any of the emails that were subject to this request that you had made in this resolution? You had refused to answer that question.
I have not refused.
Don't
the
interrupt
answer
me.
is no.
Don't interrupt me. You can answer later, and you always do.
You don't like the answer.
The answer you had months ago, you could have made an answer.
Members, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Months ago, you could have made an answer. You didn't make an answer then. However, please don't interrupt me for the 3rd time tonight.
I'm waiting for you.
Thank you. I had asked the question of Councilman Mike Russo and Councilwoman Beth Mason. Have you seen any of these emails that you are requesting in the resolution that you sponsored, which was in April before the FBI came to the city of Hoboken and made their investigation at the end of May? You did not answer the question then. You did not answer the question in July when the resolution to end that witch hunt had been basically put to rest. But now, last week, on Hoboken Now, the question was finally answered. Am I supposed to believe that the answer is no? Let's see. Let's look at the timeline of this. According to the FBI criminal complaint, you cannot interrupt me. Stop interrupting me.
I'm asking.
Hold on.
She's not allowed to interrupt.
Wait, we'll go to the next speaker.
Say we're crossing a line.
You're not crossing. I'm not crossing any line. This FBI investigation was jeopardized once before by an attempt by Councilwoman Beth Mason to interject herself when the Corporation Counsel himself had to say, stop, repeatedly stop.
Can I say it again? Please stop.
You can ask me to stop, and I'm going to use my time as I like. The bottom line is, there was possibly 6 figures, over 100,000 emails intercepted since January of 2010. Is it a coincidence that this was brought up and tens of thousands of emails were tried to brought to the public, including my emails, amongst many other people? This is going to come to a head, and I welcome the FBI to the city of Hoboken. Thank you.